Hey, it's Papa Taylor, and I'm here today with your weekly eBlast on Friday, December 10th. Moving quickly through what do we have coming this week? Coming this week, Saturday, tomorrow at 4 o'clock is our first of the lessons and carols, the first live lessons and carols since 2019. Because of the pandemic, as you know, we are limiting our attendance to the 60 people who come to attend and participate and the 20 choir members. That's it. For Saturday, we have about 4 slots still ready to go. If you'd like to come Saturday and you've been thinking about it, you best get on your computer and type in right now and go over to the website and get your reservation in, because after 60, well, if you're not on that list, we are unable to allow you to come in. So that's why we've been barking about this for weeks now. So we're almost to the limit for Saturday. On Sunday, we have about 14 slots still remaining. And so again, if you'd like to get in, I'm just giving you the heads up. It's an urgent message, just like Advent. It's an urgent message. Get yourself signed up, and you'll be able to be there for Sunday at 4 o'clock. On Sunday, for our regular worship service on Sundays, I'm encouraging you to consider coming to the 8 o'clock this week, even if you regularly come to the 9:45. The reason is that we have lots of room at 8, and at 9:45 this week, praise God, we have a daring family who really wants to have their baby Charlotte baptized. The Gamashes had their daughter Penelope baptized, and then they began attending our church, and then COVID hit. But they are coming back. They're still part of our church, and they really want to have their children baptized. That's not like a regular thing these days. So come celebrate with them. But I'm just saying, there's going to be a family involved there, about 17 additional folks. So if you come, great. Just be prepared that the family is going to sit up front, and the church will have more people than usual. But I still encourage you to come. We haven't hit any limits in terms of our Sunday worship. I do ask you to consider to serving one another by taking seats as far apart from one another as you can. Really trying to stay away from the registering and for Sunday service and like taping off where you can sit. But if you just take the time to come in and look around and figure out, oh, there are people sitting there, so I'm going to sit over here. Just trying to keep yourselves as separated as possible. That would be helpful for all people. So that means, so we have lessons and carols, 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, Sunday worship, 8 and 9:45. The following week, on Wednesday, we have our annual Hope and Healing service. Hope and Healing service began, I remember back in the early 90s when there was a trend to say, we haven't really been ministering to people for whom this isn't exactly the happiest of holidays because of loss or grief or something going on in their lives. And so the Hope and Healing service provides kind of like less, what would the word be? It's a victorious service, but it just ministers to people who are perhaps hurting more than usual, for whom the brightness of Christmas Eve or Christmas Day may not be as great. It'd be harder to do. So Hope and Healing, I encourage you to think about coming to that service. There's great music, and it's all done in a way to kind of help us all draw close to the Lord, to have the Lord draw close to us, and the opportunity to receive a message of real hope and the possibility of healing. The prayer team will be there. We're being very cautious about how we do, but the prayer team will be there to pray with you. So think about not just for you, somebody you know in your neighborhood, family member, say, look, hey, let's go to this service. I think it could be really helpful for us. So that's coming up on that Wednesday. All right, just a quick recap of the previous weekend. Man, oh man, if you were not out at the Christmas in Tarryville event, that was like nothing shy of spectacular. First of all, an abundance of volunteers showed up and turned our whole parking lot. It looked like it looked like one of those, if you've, my daughter used to be stationed in Germany. I saw this, like the way that the town has a square at the beginning of the little towns. They have a big square, and they convert the whole place to be like a Christmas market and a time for Christmas celebration. There's music. We had all of them. And we had about 200 people who are not from our church to come during the day and to come and participate in that. We had a great Santa and Mrs. Claus. But we also had a tremendous amount of welcome and hospitality, some great conversations, great sense of community. The new owner of Marco's, Frank, came not once but twice. He was down at the store and he made a bunch of meatballs and some bread, and he brought that out and just passed that out for free. And then they came back again a second time to give everybody like little tastes of these great meatballs and stuff. Frank is really, getting into this community participation, and he's becoming a fast friend of our church here in Trinity. So a little plug for Frank and for Marcos. So that was a really great event. One of the great things was, I'm still relatively new. I know that every COVID year counts for 7, but really I've only been here since 2018. And one of the things I saw that was really impressive was that after the whole day was over, and you got to remember, people started setting up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Some people were there the night before, but so all day, people working, pretty cold, but acceptable. Paula played hours by herself, just played music. We had recorded music. It was a beautiful thing, but it's all over. And you know what happens at events when it's all over? They went down to the green to light the tree. At the end of it, I thought, man, it's going to be 3 people trying to clean this place up till all hours of the night. 42 minutes. It took 42 minutes to have the entire parking lot broken down, all the tents disassembled, put back in boxes. And again, there's a family that doesn't want their names mentioned, so I won't mention the impact of the LaValleys because they don't want me to mention their name. But all 3 of them, and Amanda was running the show at the end for sure, was putting that and taking that stuff down. So it was a great event. Our church, we continue to work at making our church a place of community to bring all the people from Center Street, Worcester Street, West Point, all the people of Tarrytown and Simsbury and Granby. So we're not just like Tarrytown, it's Tarrytown, but also Simsbury and Granby. We are just trying to make this place a place where people come together and they can really connect in community and find safety. And they can also find, wow, the church folks, where do they get all this energy and sense of hope? And why are they so welcoming? It's like the love of Jesus that's in our midst. So this is how we rebuild some of those broken bridges where people no longer attend church. This is how it's done. So great job on that Saturday. All right, I got to roll. I got to send this in to Carol, but hopefully we got everything in. So God bless you, and we'll see you this weekend.